Good morning. Just trying this a little different this morning. We're in Ash Wednesday, a beautiful spring morning. It's not as chilly, and a new season underway. A season for our freedom. And you could say, well, I'm not a slave. And we could talk about that. Because we have our ways. Slavery isn't just a condition that other people impose upon us. And that can obviously happen. But it can also happen from ourselves. And Lent is a great time of renewal, growing in our freedom. Just like all the growth here on the Mount Arbel, it's a time of spiritual growth. It's also worth a reflection that all the great faith cultures have fasting. We think of Ramadan, the Muslims do. That's a very particular day the Jewish people have, but also many other versions and forms of fasting in Yom Kippur. And our time as followers of Jesus is Lent. And a big motivation to do this, as it developed in the early history of the church, was the example of Jesus going for 40 days into the desert. And that's a theme we'll have on the first Sunday of Lent, usually every year. And what does that mean to go into the desert? What does that mean to readjust our lives? It's really a personal question for everybody, because everybody has different circumstances, different character, different qualities, different disciplines in their lives. And we all need it, no matter what stage we are in our growth, in our spiritual life. Today the prophet Joel calls on everybody, also the priests, even the animals, to fast. Obviously that's a dramatization that brings the awareness to the fore for the human understanding. None of us could exempt ourselves. All the fasting that's done for diet, for health, for sports, all that discipline. And the fasting focuses a lot on relationships. I presume somebody is sleeping there, so I stopped talking. So Let's just look at the readings a little bit for their inspiration. We can go back to the prophet Joel. Maybe Psalm 51, David's Psalm of Repentance as it's called, is also very appropriate, and there's quite a long text from the Psalm today. Maybe we should talk a little bit about how we just grow into ways of living that are routine and that respond to our immediate instincts for comfort, for ease. And we're really in quite a battle. In the crucible, that was yesterday. And when you're in the crucible, when you're in a storm on the sea, it's not a time for ease. It's a time for engagement. And Lent is a time for engagement, decisive engagement. Time, another expression of our freedom. And the big beneficiary of Lent are our relationships, especially two major relationships. Our relationships with others and our relationship with God. So Lent should be, your personal Lent should be a big blessing for your family, because they notice you a bit more humble, a little readier to serve, less self-centered, more authentic. Maybe that's a big word in Lent, to be authentic. To be your true self, the great self that you are made to be. Great in the sense of goodness, of kindness, of truthfulness, of a heart that's upright and that's not deceiving itself. And that's one of the paths to slavery, is to deceive ourselves and to hide behind things. And people struggle with substance abuse. It might just be alcohol or indulging in certain tastes, and all of these cause our person to shrink, maybe to become a complaining person, an aggressive person, a conflictive person. We need time. Quiet time. Time to come back to ourselves. Less time on television. A bit more time to maybe just take a walk. Or to talk personally with somebody instead of just sitting down in front of the screen. To engage somebody in conversation. Quack, 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 quack. I'm just about 4 feet away from this one. And we're walking along together. Quack, 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 quack. You're good. There's a great assist coming from Magdala these days in a new virtual pilgrimage called Exodus, which is also under the theme of freedom. And Kathleen has prepared wonderful pieces for you. She's a great Magdala voice. And they're on the new YouTube channel of Magdala and the Experience Magdala Facebook page. I recommend you share them with some people, because you're going to see pieces of the biblical lens that you never saw before. Kathleen went to Egypt to film this. She went down into Jordan. She was in the Negev. And there were 2 introductory pieces yesterday and the day before, and yesterday was in Hebron and the role of the patriarchs in this whole process. So Joel says, call an assembly, blow the trumpet, gather the people, notify the congregation, assemble the elders, gather the children, the infants at the breast. The bridegroom should quit his room, the bride her chamber. The priest between the porch and the altar, the ministers of the Lord, they should weep and begin a period of conversion. It's a great call, powerful call, a dramatic call. But it's not so much about the noise of the call, it's about the interior way it reaches our hearts and souls. And the gospel is very clear there, very beautiful, very motivational, about not looking for attention. Again, that's downsizing our big ego. Always being right in the discussions, always complaining. There's going to be great freedom from this experience. And the humbler each one of us gets, the better it is for the whole world. Humanity is more realistic, more down to earth, more genuine, more content. Oh, look at all these flowers. And down here we have some little ones coming along we didn't see for a while. To be reconciled. Maybe there's somebody there that it's time to reconcile. It's time to bury the hatchet. That's a strong statement, isn't it? It's time to bury the hatchet. Oh, there's something going on here. I wonder what it is. Take care not to perform righteous deeds in order that other people may see them. Fasting that other people may see it. Praying that other people may see us. Doing kind deeds for others that other people see us. I wonder if that's a living thing there in the water. Can you tell me? Or is it just a piece of debris? It seems to be moving. It seems to be powerfully moving. I wonder what it is. Is it simply a nutria? But it looks very big. I wonder what that is. It's quite a big one. It's out there a ways. I don't have the answer for you. You'll have to wait on that one. Let's leave it like that for today, people. Have a wonderful Lent. check out the Exodus pilgrimage, pilgrimage of freedom, called Exodus, from Magdala. Also in the Spanish version, Father Juan Solana is doing. And God bless you. See you later, alligators. Let's enter a new phase of our lives. Be encouraged. One step at a time. Each journey starts out with the first step. God bless you.